minutes to answer this. Okay, go on and start answering. I would want answers in the chat box. Okay, you all get only 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute for one question. Okay, please mute yourself. Dr. Danya, please mute yourself. Okay, I have got answer B. Basically, I hope you all have read the scenario which talks about assessment tool. That's my query. That is the first thing which I would want to read. And the question says, poor attitude and difficulty working with the colleagues, the college tutor is informed, must decide the assessment method most appropriate to address your situation. So I think most of you have got it correctly. So multi-source feedback is nothing but you get the feedbacks from your colleagues to understand how good or bad you are. It is not only from the doctors, it is from everybody. I hope this is a very simple and easy one. Let's move on to the next one. Yes. You have a minute again. Okay. So read and answer. Yes, guys. So what is the answer? ERCP and F. F is reflection. ERCP. I'm just looking for a different answers. If at all, if anybody has got I. Okay. So let's see the answer. Okay, first let's read the question. So there is a challenging case in the reflective notes, but place undue blame on others. So there was, there was an error, but you are trying to put this on others. Reflection, guys, reflection is something you have assisted a case and there was a bowel injury. And how did you manage that? Or how did you learn your learning lessons? That is called as the reflection. So reflection doesn't work there. ERCP is the one, because all these learning errors and the reflective practice, everything comes into ERCP. Is this point clear? Because you guys had a different thing. If anybody has got any doubt, please put in the chat box. Are we good so far? Yes? Yes, no? Okay, NOTS is non-technical skills, guys. It is not, see, here you are taking from others. Okay, NOTS is not about how well you are working with others. NOTS is always about, for example, you have been called for emergency, you try to skip it, right? And you have been asked to take a responsibility, you will signpost or give it to somebody else. So that is what MEDIC-MRCOG, hope that is clear for you. So that is what is NOTS is. Multi-source feedback, there is something called a TON form. Okay, I'm not going into the depth because it's something which I think you all must be aware. Team observation 1 form is a multi-source feedback where for ARCPs, you have to be collecting 10. Okay, once you collect these 10 forms, you will be submitting to the educational supervisor who will be giving you the TO2 score. That is a total of 10 TON scores. So this is all about the multi-source feedback. Of course, you need to know about the ARCP outcomes as well. Am I clear with this? Is this clear to all of you? Yes, no? Okay. Shall I move on? Can I get an S in the chat box? Can I move on? Fantastic. Thank you, guys. You're all very obedient. I'm really happy because I want you to utilize most of the time. And these are simple ones. Don't worry. Yes. Okay. F, G, and J. Again, you want to write your reflection is your own reflection. Here, what is happening? Trainee has selectively removed the negative feedbacks from their logbook to present the comment. So, of course, how it will become your reflection, guys? J and F. J is workplace-based assessment. Workplace-based assessment is a huge thing which you guys need to be looking into. Okay, workplace-based assessment has everything. Well, they need to reflect on what they have done. Okay. Actually, I'm searching for that option. So why it is not there? I don't know why I have missed this option. It has to be discussed directly. So that's why I wanted somebody to pick up and say that that option is not there. Okay. I'll tell you the difference. Okay. So I know you have, okay, guys, the scenario is like, for example, let me take somebody whom I see first. For example, I think Pooja is the first whom I'm seeing in the screen. Okay. So like what I'm going to do is Pooja has assisted me or observed me. She's my senior. So she has told me that this comment, probably I need to attend more basic practical skill course for episiotomy or the knot tying or whatever. Okay. And she also gave me a lot of positive things. What I did, I removed only the negative comments. Actually, this is a very old question. It doesn't happen in the real practice nowadays, but just because it keeps coming. So basically what you need to be doing, this is a scenario, okay? So what would I do? Obviously, because I have done a mistake, I won't go and write, no, that I have removed the pages from this. Do you do that? No, right? So that is what the reflection you guys are talking about. And workplace-based assessment is a huge thing, okay? Ideally, what you need to do is, you need to discuss with the trainee directly that this is not correct. Okay, you cannot do this. And even if they are persistent, you are going to put or escalate to educational supervisor. Is this point clear to all of you? Because I think most of you are thinking of reflection. Reflection is whenever you did, I'm just adding the option here because I wanted you guys to pick it up. I think discuss directly, I can't see any option there. So is the reflection clear for all of you? Or is still a confusion?
Are we clear? Explain once again.
Okay, reflection is what you have done, you are going to write in your notes, dear. So obviously for all practical purpose, I am not going to write that I have done, I have erased my negative comments given from my education, from my senior, I have only kept my positive comments, right? Notes, okay, notes, I think all of you have a very, I think, what you say, very different view. Notes is non-technical skills, which includes leadership, situational awareness, as well as the way you conduct, probably taking out the responsibilities and managing any emergencies which could be given to you as a doctor. Okay. Dishonesty is nothing to do with notes. Okay. Notes is totally about, you have OSATs, which is for technical skills. Notes is for all about looking into how well a leader you are. For example, you are an ST5 who is going to carry on the labor board, okay, at 8 o'clock. So when the emergencies come in, how well you delegate the task to others, okay, whether you are only running everywhere, whether you are believing your juniors according to their competencies are giving, right? And your midwife calls to you that in the duty, she calls you that there is an emergency, cart prolapse, please come quickly, but you are worried about the breech deliveries, you are not competent and you try to put it across to somebody else. Okay, or there are multiple messages, but you don't try to attend. That is all comes under notes. Here, you are a junior. So you are doing a mistake by removing the sheets. So that you have to be discussing directly because this comes under more ethical. Discuss directly means discuss with the trainee. Discuss with the trainee because there is something called a trainee in difficulty, guys. I don't know how much you guys are aware about it. Trainee in difficulty is it has nothing to do with your bullying part. Trainee in difficulty, probably they have lost their loved ones. Probably they're going through financial issues. Social circumstances are so bad. So those are called trainee in difficulty. So they are very good, but because of the circumstances, they are not able to do well. Okay. So these people could be because of that, or probably they have been bullied by any of the seniors. Does this make sense? Am I giving you a vague picture of what it is all about? Guys, I would tell all of you, because most of you don't work in UK. There is work-based placed assessment website in RCOG. Okay. Obviously, you have a lot of information there. Please go through once, because for me, clinical governance has always been my favorite, because I always have gone through these for my personal understanding. Once go through, just type WBPA RCOG. You get a website, go through them. They have a lot of FAQs. This not only helps you now, it helps in part 2.